Thank
Yeah.
thank
Recording in progress.
Testing 1, 2.
Testing 1, 2, 3. All right. I don't do big intros. I just go right into it. So here we go.
Let's do this. Yeah.
Tom, it's good to talk to you, man. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you.
You
Doing
know,
very well.
very well. It's good to hear. I can see
Yeah.
that. I'm looking at all your stuff, seeing your posts for a long, long time now. That wasn't always
Yeah.
the case. So I want to talk to you about how that all happened. But with the time we have, man, I know there's not a lot of time, 40 minutes or so with Zoom, but there's some main points I want to hit on.
Yeah.
And not a lot of it is Spread Eagle, actually, believe it or not. So if you're cool with that, I want to talk more about you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
That works totally for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will start there though. So for the most part, and again for time, I know you had a couple of bands, I think, before Spread Eagle, but I want to know at the start of the band of Spread Eagle, how did you get involved? How did you get involved with those guys? Where did it start for you as far as you joining that band? Were you already in New York? Did you already know Rob or Ray?
No, that's not.
How did that happen?
It began in Boston in 1980, late 1985. I had followed my dream and moved to an apartment in Boston, and I found a guy who had a band that was called Bang. They were kind of Van Halen-ish, but they had a great following, a lot of girls too. So it was always fun. And what happened? The band ran its course. We got really popular in Boston. We were all over the radio. We were in all kinds of contests. But after a while, it just started to get sour and we got bored. So the guitar player, Paul, Spread Eagle, he moved to New York with his girlfriend and found a good band with a great singer named Ray West. And he called Rob and I into New York. We moved in there, and that's where it all started with Spread Eagle.
That's around 88, 89 kind of thing?
Yeah, 89, yeah. In the winter, I remember arriving in a blizzard. Yeah,
oh, nice. So, yeah, welcome to New York. Welcome to New York.
To New York.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so I went up the stairs to my apartment, but not before being hit over the head by a crackhead who rolled me and took my wallet. But
oh shit.
That's the Lower East Side for you.
That's Broken City for you, right?
Broken City, to be exact. Exactly. Yeah.
It's all in there. So obviously you probably know I've talked to Ray and Rob at nauseam about the band. They've been on the show many times. Ray especially can't get enough of me. He's always on Paradise City or he's on the podcast.
He's fun.
What's that?
Yeah, he's fun.
Yeah, he's fun. He's fun to talk to. We know how it ends, how it plays out. But for you personally, so let's say it's about 95, 96. It's after the Open to the Public record. First, going to that record itself real quick. I had read a long time ago that maybe you were or weren't as involved on that record. Can you set the record straight on that?
Yeah, I was involved in demoing some of the songs that made it, which was like maybe 2 songs. And then I just had a falling out with them, and mostly with Paul at the time, because he was steering the ship. And
Paul DiBartolo, for those who don't know.
Yeah. Paul DiBartolo, who became Salvador Poe.
Yes.
Have you spoke to him?
I have not. He's the last guy. I don't know if he does interviews. I don't know if he's in that. I know he's not in that world anymore, this world, but.
Yeah, I thought about that today earlier. I was wondering, would he do that?
Maybe if I play my cards right. If I'm nice enough.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I, you know what? He is removed as he is from the situation. He does honor the legacy of Spread Eagle.
That's what I've heard. Yeah, that's the impression that I get. So it's good to hear too.
Yes. So everybody's keeping it alive.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm friends with them. So getting back to that question, what was it?
Well, basically, how involved were you? Because I'd asked this question to Rob too. I asked him basically flat out. I said, "Did Tommy play on Open to the Public?" And he said, "Yeah, he did." Go. Yeah. So you played on all the songs. You were there for the recording, right?
I did. It's not me on the album.
That's what I thought. Okay.
It's session guys keeping the best of what I did and performing it. So you know who's on it? Tommy Price from Joan Jett and Billy Idol.
That I didn't know. Okay, well, got the Tommy right.
Yeah, but he spells it weird like I do. He spells it Thommy. He played on Preacher Man and Faith. He's on I Hate Myself for Loving You and Rebel Yell.
Really? Okay.
It's that big sound.
Yeah, yeah. Good, fantastic player.
fantastic. And then there was the guy that used to play in TNT, John Macaluso. He's a Grammy Award winning drummer.
Oh,
He lives
nice.
in Italy now. And a
So
guy named Kirk Blankenship. He's a fantastic
I heard that
musician.
name too. That's one of the names I had heard too. That's why I kind of asked the question. I was wanting to see if you what you would say about that because I didn't want to
He's a
jump in there or
friend.
just assume. But did
Yeah.
you? So you didn't do the tour? Did you? Like you said, you had a
Well,
falling out.
actually, I did the tour. I didn't do the album.
Okay, so you did the tour.
They sent me a cassette when I was staying at my mom's for a while, and I just learned it, which really was just me aping a perfect version of what I already did.
Nice.
Yeah.
How come you didn't actually play on the record? You mentioned a falling out,
Oh,
but is that the
yeah,
reason
there
why?
was a falling out, and I think there were two things. There was a struggle with the new songs because it was a new direction. It was less straightforward rock. There was some tricky stuff in there, and I became Steven Adler to Guns N' Roses. And suddenly it was like, okay, we need Matt Sorum.
Yeah.
Uh, and also there was a personal falling out too. I still had some growing up to do.
I get you. I get you. So the band is done after the tour. We all know that story. So what I want to know, and this is the big part of you that I really want to hear about for sure when it comes to Tommy, is where did you go from this? I mean, the band obviously that split up. Rob and Ray did different things. They kind of left the scene a little bit. Where did you go? What kind of made up your life through the rest of the '90s and 2000s?
Life 101 boot camp. This is what it was. I met somebody down in Florida who was involved in the music industry. They moved up to Massachusetts with me. This was a relationship for a while that no longer exists. I got myself a factory job that paid really well, but in the meantime, I started painting. I started getting into poetry and folk music, and
Nice.
all of that stuff really filled in the hole within me that I needed to fill. Seriously.
That's good to hear. It's
Yeah.
funny. It's funny too because that was the time. If we're talking about the late '90s, early 2000s, we know that's when the
Yep.
internet became a big thing. Not what it is today, but that became a thing to, for me personally, to discover music, to find bands, and that's when I came late to the party. But that's when I discovered Spread Eagle, among other bands. That's when I
Really
discovered
cool.
your music for sure. But it's kind of funny in that sense because I believe around this time, as the internet is coming out, becoming a thing, people are jumping on it. We're discovering new things. You're going the opposite direction. You're kind of staying away from that. You're living, for lack of a better term, off the grid. Is that kind of fair to say?
It is, yeah, but I have a lot of friends on Facebook, and they can keep tabs on what I'm up to right now. I'm playing in a great local cover band. But I'm also filling in for other people too. So sometimes I get paid to practice with the other bands. It's
Yeah, that's
really
good.
neat. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you've definitely embraced it too, and that's kind of where I'm going with that. So at some point, you decide to jump on this thing called the internet, and that's when I kind of connected with you. That's when you kind of came back and started embracing your Spread Eagle past. You're doing I've seen the drum videos, the practice shoots, the things you got, your band that you have now. This
Yeah.
is when you
And it's all
kind of went full force. When did that kind of change for you?
well, 2018. My partner, uh, she died of heart failure, and next thing you know, I'm living my own life for the first time, which was like drinking out of a fire hose. To just have everything come at you, have bills, uh, well, just about everything. And next thing you know, I get on Facebook, and the whole world has opened up for me through Facebook. So
Yeah,
Facebook's great. I don't care. It's got a funny reputation, depending on who you talk to, but it's
yeah,
great. It's
yeah, absolutely.
it's it's opened my life up. It really has. Thank you, Facebook.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And
It's good to see you out there. And like I said, doing well.
thank you, Chad. Thank you, Chad, too. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. And we'll get to your band, of course, out there too. I want to touch on that. So one last thing
Yeah.
on Spread Eagle. We know, and I've talked to obviously Ray and Rob about this. They got back together in 2006 with Rick. That would be Rob's cousin. Were you
Mhm.
ever approached? Did you ever get invited to come back? What's your story on that?
Well, I got the news from a lot of people when I got back, when I got on social media, that Rob has been trying to get in touch with me, but I've been off the grid. My my life before then was uh, zero contact with anybody. I was like a hermit.
Hmm.
I really was. But in a strange way, it really molded me into the person I am now. when I got on social media, I was the person I needed to be able to handle it all and bring it all in and make it work for me. That's but it's best I can put it.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think if you had have jumped in all in when it first became a thing, do you think it might have changed your outlook today? You think you might not be in that same ground, that same headspace if you had have jumped all in back when it was all in?
Yeah, who knows what band I'd be in right now, or even if I would choose this
If you'd
because
still
I
be
was
drumming professionally.
possibly. Though there's definitely been a downside to leaving, but I don't spend time dwelling on that anymore because it's hypothetical.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a lot to be thankful for right now. My wife, she's my best friend. I'm really tight with my family. I'm tight with a lot of people now. It's really nice because it makes the seconds, like they talk about being in the moment. It does make the seconds really nice and comfortable with people.
No, that's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you still have contact with the band, with the former guys, with the guys?
Yeah. Yeah, they Rob DeLuca in particular invited my wife and I to be on the guest list the last time they came up here. And I know they're doing a tour to promote or celebrate the 35th year
Yeah,
anniversary of the debut album.
it's been that
Uh,
long. Wow.
but we had some issues and some health issues, so we decided should probably stay home. So I had a feeling maybe something might happen if we went up there, and it would have been nice.
Mhm. Have you ever seen them
But
live since you've been out of the band? Have you ever actually
yeah,
gone to see them?
yeah, I've opened up for them with my first band ever, Iron Rage. We
Oh
get
wow.
together, the first garage band. It's the guy John Williams who wrote all the songs and sings. He's brilliant. He's like Tony Iommi. He's just got a sick amount of riffs. We opened up for Spread Eagle. Uh,
Really? I didn't know that. What
in
year was it? How
Revere,
long ago was this?
2018. You can actually find
Okay.
the whole
Wow.
concert on YouTube. You can find our performance on YouTube. It's if you look up our Iron Rage at Sammy's in Revere. I
Okay.
think
I'll find it. I'll put a link when this goes up too, so people can check it out, so they know what we're talking about as
it's
well too.
2020.
T-
It
t-
had
2020,
that'd be
right before
great.
COVID.
I'd Yeah, as a matter of fact, I don't think I was feeling that well during that show. I happen to have. I always play my best show sick. I really do. But
Whatever it takes.
I don't know how many people. I don't know how many people uh, I might have made sick that day. But I know one thing: they enjoyed my performance.
Hey, you infected them with rock and roll, man. That's all that matters.
That's it, man. You got it.
Is that band still active? Are you still doing things with Iron Rage?
As a matter of fact, we should change our name to Iron Rage Reunion because we get together for reunions only.
Okay.
Uh, we did something recently with a singer named Mike Borfinkel. He's a really great, powerful singer around here. He's been out of commission for 15 months. I think he had an operation, and he got together with us, and we did a UFO cover of is it Doctor Dog? No, Lights Out.
Oh, nice.
Lights Out.
One of probably my
And
favorite UFO song. Next time a loser. Wow, that's cool.
yeah, that is a great song. Although
Yeah.
I think honestly, their biggest poppiest song, "Only You Can Rock Me," is probably my favorite.
Oh, is it? That's a nice song too.
Yeah,
Is
that's yeah.
is your cover out there? Like, can people stream it? Is it on YouTube?
If you look, yeah, it's on YouTube,
Okay.
and the name is Mike Borfinkel, B
Mike
O
Borfinkel.
U R E Bor, Finkel, Finkle, Mike Borfinkel. Michael is Mike. I would go Michael Borfinkel.
Okay. Easy to find. That's very, very
Yeah,
cool.
there's a band out there for him. I know there is.
So I want to hear about what you're doing currently now, where you, of course, the band that I've seen the most that you post about in most recent months or maybe years. I can't remember the timeline, but it's the most one that seems active right now, and you're talking about the most. That would be Out There. You're putting yourself out there. You're out there.
Uh,
Talk to me about that band, how it started, what it is, basically.
well, it's funny that well, it started. I got a call from Sean Gatz, the bass player, uh, the heart and soul of that band. And he asked me if I would come over and if I'd be interested in. I think we jammed. Yeah, it was a jam, and I got a good vibe from them. They listened. Uh, they were in. They they had a lot of questions, and I love the name Out There.
Putting
I've
yourself out there. Yeah.
my boss at Zildjian. I work at Zildjian
Yes.
nights.
Yes.
He sees me in my out there shirt. Now, I don't share myself a lot with people at work, although it's all very nice. He saw the shirt and he said, Tom, that shirt. And I was like, oh, here we go. He goes, that's perfect shirt for you
Because you're out there.
because I'm out there.
I know. I love it.
But you know
Uh,
what? I'm not completely out there. I'm very respectful of reality and other people, and I listen very carefully, very
yeah.
respectful of people. But you can't really be creative in the way I am if you spend all your waking moments in reality. You have to drift sometimes in order to be creative.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I wear the sunglasses on these interviews. That's my
See?
creativity. That's that's
That's
what
it.
that's what I bring to the table.
You're definitely got an aura about you.
I try.
Definitely.
Oh, thank you. So do you. Well, speaking of aura, then, so at your regular job, do people recognize you? Do they, from past experience, do they know who you are or were? Like you used to play in this band in New York,
Yeah.
whatever. Do they have a history lesson on you?
They do. They've asked questions, and
How do you feel about that?
I'm Facebook friends with some of them too.
Yeah. Do you feel comfortable talking about that kind of thing back in the past, talking about
Yeah.
Spread Eagle, stuff like that? You're
Every,
okay with that?
everybody, yeah, I'm comfortable because it really lets people know who you are. They see that you've had a crazy life, but they see you now, and who hasn't had a little crazy in their life,
True.
really, So and you're being watched through other people's eyes. So
Hmm.
most people are very forgiving of things like that and accepting. So
That's
yeah,
good.
sometimes it's like it's my second family sometimes at work. I don't want to get too carried away, but they are kind of like second family.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's true. How did you get involved in that company? How did they approach you? Did you apply for that job? How did you get involved?
I, I've got a friend named Dennis Catterat. I went to school with. He's a fantastic drummer around here. Uh, I've been in touch with him. He's also a Facebook friend, and see what Facebook does.
Yeah. It's
Uh,
meant to connect people. That's where it
exactly.
started. Yeah.
He just recommended me, and I trained for a little while as a lathe operator. That is an extremely technical job, and they
Mm.
need immediate results right away. So they put me on a couple of other machines that are more forgiving. And I've been there for almost 2 years now. It's nice. And you learn things as you go along. You learn different machines. You learn
Mm.
how you start to figure the place out.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. And you're happy doing
but
that. This is your next phase of your career, besides playing music on the side, but this is your
well, this
main
is my bread.
career.
This is my bread and butter. But
Yeah.
the drumming is my side hustle because that's where I could do the firing.
Yeah.
No, that's my
The
that's
hiring
my
and firing goes through you. You're the hiring
yeah.
manager of your
No, but
bands,
but
Tommy
that's my
Gallo.
specialty.
Yeah.
That's my God-given gift.
Yeah.
And I can't see myself not playing the drums now that I'm back in it. It brings people together. It, uh, and my name that I've made for myself over the years
Mhm.
does come into play. People do come check me out.
Yeah.
You know, he's still doing it. He's still got it.
Yeah. That's what, again, that's what I noticed too with your stories that you would post on Facebook. That's, I think, when I first connected with you on Facebook, I always see the stories of just you taking, I don't know if you were at home or where you were in your personal studio, and just playing the drums and showing that you still had your chops, playing different beats, different things, right? You just were just, again, for the lack of a better term, out there showing people, hey
Okay.
man, I'm still a drummer. I'm still here playing. It was,
Thank you.
it's very good.
Yeah, thank you. And you know what? I really don't go to any great lengths to make sure that it's a professional looking thing. It's spur of the moment. Sometimes I only have a few minutes in the day to do it.
Right. Well, the fact that you even find those 2 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever, just to fire up the drums and push
Yeah.
out a beat. I mean, that's pretty cool too. Just for the fun of it, not because someone told you to, not because you're trying to promote anything. You're just saying, hey, I'm a drummer. I play drums. This is my passion. Check me out. This is what Tommy
Yeah,
does. This is what Tom is
and
about.
and I what I just did for you, I haven't practiced in 3 weeks, and look at what I could do.
There you go.
Uh,
It's like riding a
so
bicycle. It's like riding a bike.
just ride the bike.
Yeah,
You never forget, right?
exactly. So to that end, did you, when you were off the grid doing your own thing and you had other things going on in your life, you were working in a factory, did you still own a drum kit? Did you still play on the side a bit, or did you just put them away once Spread Eagle
30,
was over?
30 years with no drumming.
No drums. You sold your drums, your kits. You didn't touch them. You didn't
Well,
pick up
I didn't.
sticks.
So my drums kind of were technically owned by my manager, and
Okay.
he was my landlord. This was back in the Spread Eagle days. Unfortunately, he's passed on. He's passed on.
Hmm.
His name was Charlie Gambetta.
Charlie,
Uh,
I know. Yeah, I know that name from. Well,
yeah,
he's in the liner notes of the records, but Rob's talked extensively. There's a word on the podcast about him and how much he meant to the band at the time.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. He was cool. He looked like Mick Jagger.
that's what I heard. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, they said that too. Well, there you
yeah.
go.
Yeah, I don't know if
Must be true.
well, I think they said it or I think I looked up pictures, but yeah, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So he owned your drums, so he took the drums back. You stopped playing
Yeah,
when you left
but
Spread Eagle.
so
That was the end of drums for you at the time.
little side note. I found out he had a hard time getting rid of them because they were all chipped from all my knocking them over every night
Wow.
on
You've
our
seen that
first
scratch
tour.
like a cat video. I'm sure they were. Holy shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, Keith
Yeah,
Moon did it. Why can't I do it?
exactly. At least you stayed
Yeah,
out of the pool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stayed out pool, and I didn't lose my front tooth
There you go. That helps too.
and die at 33.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true too. You're still here with us. Thank God for that. You when did
Thank
you
you.
first pick it back up though? When did you get yourself a drum kit? Around what time is this that you decide, okay, I'm gonna play again? Even for fun at home, when did you actually say, you know what, I'm gonna sit down, play some drums?
Can I railroad you for a second? Can we steer to the left here?
Sure,
I
wherever
played
you want.
band. I
Yeah.
play. I played banjo from
Oh, no,
from
see, I don't know
96
that.
from 96 to 2003. I remember shortly after 9/11, I went up to the hills of Hillsborough, West Virginia, and got an actual lesson in a log cabin with a guy named Dwight Diller, who's passed on now too. He was a bit of like a state treasure. Uh,
Hmm.
I really took it really seriously. I got into it. It filled the hole that I had with drumming as well as painting. Painting also did a big thing for me. I went to an art showing, just a local showing in out in Sheffield, Massachusetts, and I took a look around and I'm just looking at everybody's stuff and I'm going, I can do this. Because, I've been drawing since I was like 5 years old, just drawing on everything. I would
Wow.
draw on my schoolwork.
Nice. Yeah.
So
You draw an A, so you already got it
not much
graded.
of it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
drawing. I'm
Yeah.
drawing apple. I'm drawing hay. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I learned, unfortunately, my mother's signature too. But
That works too. That's where the true artistry comes from.
well, right, you have to
Yeah.
know your parents' signatures. That's
Exactly.
fundamental.
How are you going to get out of it? Yeah, exactly. If you don't
Oh,
do that, you
yeah.
deserve whatever's coming to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And so the creative thing was still there. And what I didn't realize at the time, I didn't realize what was going to come up was uh, in 2018, the person that's now my wife, who was an old girlfriend of mine, we all got back together again. And we started dating. And next thing you know, we're a couple. And everything just seemed to come together. Everything just seemed to come together during this downtime. And there was a lot of spiritual growth. Embraced Buddhism,
Hmm.
uh, which is fundamental. I mean, it all starts from within. Uh, Things really just got so much better during that time for me. It was meant to happen. When people fire you for being a wiener, well, not like an actual wiener, but through their eyes, you need to do some thinking. You need to go through some stuff. You need to grow up.
You found that. Who is your current wife now? Did she introduce you to that or did you find that together? The Buddhism and stuff and the spiritual growing?
Actually, she's not the one that introduced me to Buddhism, but she's more Buddhist than the person that did, which was a partner that has passed on,
Okay.
literally passed on from a heart problem
Hmm.
in the past. But all this was coming together. Experiences teach you things anyway. A lot of times you don't have to study Buddhism to learn things. There's so much common sense in it anyway.
Hmm. And you find that's helped you. It's really guided you, and you keep that in your heart and in your head now as you move along, as we get years away from that major changing year, 2018.
Yeah. Things are only getting better, strong, and I'm getting older, and I'm dealing with health issues. But this is all important because when you go through all this garbage, it teaches you to be more tolerant of the moment of what's really happening.
Hmm.
So
Well, you
I'm
wouldn't know
I'm
it, man. You look stronger than ever. Like I say, you're out there, you're drumming, you look like you're killing it as far as that goes. So you wouldn't know it if you have something going on. I mean, You hide it
Thank you.
well.
Well, it's not. I'm sure there's a little drama in my head too because it's new.
Right.
You know, when things are new, sometimes the
Exciting.
perspective gets a little.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
exciting. You go full force. You try to do everything in your power to keep it going, right? It's just the main focus that you have, right?
yeah. And right now, I have to get used to bland foods.
No, that's not fun.
It's not fun at all. And
uh,
not only that, it's not bland. Not only bland, you have to cut it in half as far as
uh,
portion size.
well, at least you only
You
get
know?
smaller portions of bland foods. That's the only thing I can think would be the saving grace for that. Is like you don't have to have a huge surplus supply. At least to cut it in half a little bit. It's a little piece of that's not so bad.
There's a silver lining to everything.
That's it. The silver lining. That's the word I was looking for. Saving grace, silver lining.
Beautiful.
There's a silver lining to everything. So about out there, going back to that again, that's the most recent thing you're working on. Is that that's not, is that a cover project? Is that an
It's
original
a
band?
cover
Tell me
project.
about out there.
Can I just? This is what I see. First of all, I see this. We're developing a big following through both parties, those two guys and me.
Mm-hmm.
There seems to be a charm to this band. The bassist has said swagger. There's something charming about us. It's just three guys. There's chemistry between us. It's like a funky dance thing, but yet we use rock instrumentation. I'm bashing away. The bassist has got a lot of gain on his amp. The guitarist plays loud, but he's a Berkeley grad, so he knows his way around the fretboard. And he's got a really good deeper voice. And you know what we've done? We've found out what works for us. Like I recommend that the singer only sing the songs in his range.
Right.
So we're doing stuff like David Bowie and Roxy Music and stuff. I mean, he can sing Cheap Trick and stuff too, but you got to know what works for you. So we have nothing but cool, catchy songs. Not the average meat and potato stuff that you hear from your average cover band.
Yeah,
But
that made the big hits, the songs everybody knows, right? You try to go a little deeper and
yeah,
and
but
bring
it's
other
funny.
music out there.
It's funny because I was just about to say, like so and so, and it was like, oh, we do cover so and so, but
Pat Benatar.
but yeah, but we try to keep it kind of cool. We pick songs that are like cool secrets that people can't wait to hear. Like Roxy Music, "Love Is the Drug." That's a very cool song, but not everybody knows it.
Yeah, you're right.
And we're doing something else that I like. I can't speak for anybody else, but I've been doing a lot of background singing, harmonizing, and I tend to do the high stuff.
Oh,
but
really?
it adds something to the music.
Have you always sang? Have you always been using singing? Have you always harmonized, or is this something new?
The harmonizing has always been the one thing I could do because I guess I never had the courage to be a lead singer, although I've been told I have what it takes. But the harmonizing has always come easy to me. And you can play drums and harmonize. Singing lead's a little more different, a little more trickier.
Especially while drumming. I mean, it can be done. We've seen it. Famous drummers, Don Henley comes to mind. But I mean, yeah, it can't be easy for sure.
Don Henley had it easy in one way. The music is straight. There's no odd meters. There's no tricky changes. Phil Collins had tricky changes.
Yeah, that's a good one. Kelly Keagy from Night Ranger too. When he doesn't sing lead all the time, but I mean, Sister Christian is one.
That is an unbelievable song, Sister Christian. It's so beautiful.
It's all him. Yeah, it's amazing. I didn't realize at the time. I always thought that was Jack, and then I saw the video. I'm like, why is the drummer singing the Jack's parts? Like, what's going on with this? And it turns out it was actually his song. He wrote it. He came up with the title. They changed it a bit. It was supposed to be Sister Christy, but it turned to Sister Christian. Yeah. It was supposed to be after his sister. Like his sister's name is Christy, so he was saying Sister Christy, and I guess the way he was pronouncing the word Christy sounded like Christian. So, or something in the tone. So Jax is like, "Oh, Sister Christian, I love that." He's like, "No, man, it's my sister, Sister Christy." He's like, "Nah, forget that. It sounds better as Sister Christian." He's like, "But that's my..." Anyway, I guess Jack won, and it's Sister Christian, as we all know it, but it was supposed to be Sister Christy, which I thought was hilarious. They just bullied him into changing the name of the song.
I think Sister Christian also is more euphonious.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not using the word, but it sounds better.
It's a word I
I
can't
saw them
pronounce,
live.
but it's perfect.
I saw them live. I saw them live opening up for Kiss on the Creatures of the Night tour, and the drummer
Wow.
was sideways, so you could see
Yeah.
him sing.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing.
Oh, I
Yeah.
heard. I that song Christian. That song "Sister Christian" is a funny little story. I remember. I listened to sports radio. There was a guy that used to be on the Patriots named Christian Fourier. I don't know if you've
Uh-huh.
ever heard of him.
I've heard of him. Yeah.
Uh, they used to play the song Chris. They used to call him Sister Christian when he was as a hazing when he first joined the Patriots.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes
Yeah,
sense. That's
yeah.
funny.
Sports radio's big up here in Boston.
No, yeah, for
And
sure. Absolutely. It is for sure. Boston has a great heritage and team. So, I mean, obviously that makes sense, right?
especially after 2004 when the Sox won it all.
Yeah, exactly. Ever since then,
I
it's
was
been
on
go.
vacation up. I was on vacations up in the mountains of New Hampshire when they took it. I remember watching it on TV.
That's a good feeling for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So, with the time we do have left, we're running out tonight. There's always stuff I can dig into with you, Tom. But for the future, I want to know what you got going on. Do you have plans coming up for music wise,
Yeah,
original
well, I do
stuff?
know that original stuff. Thank you.
Yeah.
Excellent segue. We got rehearsal tonight. Around 7 o'clock, we're going to start writing originals, and the whole idea is to capture the vibe that we have on stage with these songs and translate it into new stuff.
And that's
So
without there, correct? This is your main gig now. To be fair to
that
say that
is without
out there.
there. That
Yeah.
out there is my main gig, but you know, in my free time when I'm not playing without there, I'm totally open to supporting other bands and stuff, getting extra side work stuff because I have to keep playing. And every time I start up
Right.
with a new band or even play a gig, I meet new people.
Mm-hmm. Make new
And that's what
connections, make new friends, doors open
make
for you.
new
You never know who you're going to
friends.
meet, right? Or who you're going to see on the road or out at shows or what or otherwise, right?
And you know what? It gets more and more unique the older you get. It really does.
Mm-hmm. I can
It does
imagine.
because you could feel the ache and the pull of life that you wouldn't feel when you were younger. When you're young, you've got the whole world again up ahead of you, and it's all magic and it's coming at you. But as you get older, the fish that are swimming by you swim slower.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's
No,
an
it makes
analogy
sense to
of
me
that, but
too. I
yeah,
mean,
thank you.
yeah. No, it makes perfect sense to me too. And you're living to the fullest now, which is great because now is the time to enjoy it, right? You could be going the opposite direction, slowing down, but at least
Yeah,
you're drumming
and tomorrow's
faster
my
and faster. Yeah. You're picking up the
and,
speed, you're picking up the tempo as you get older.
yeah. And tomorrow I don't have anything to do, but I'm sure I'll scrub the toilet or the tub or something. I'm sure.
Well, that's
You
good.
have to.
See, I
I'm
appreciate that you have
joking.
future goals. That's what
My wife,
that's
my,
what
my
matters.
wife is telling me. My wife is telling me to stop.
That's funny. Oh, you're a fun guy.
Thank you.
The last thing on a spread, I'll ask you: can you ever see a situation? Let's say you guys are all relatively still in good shape. You're still out there playing, you and them. Can you ever see a scenario where you would ever, if they had a final show, a final tour, final whatever, come down do a guest on a record? Would you ever see yourself playing behind the drums at some point, some way, for the band
With Spread Eagle?
with spread? Yeah.
No, yeah, definitely.
No offense to Rick, who does a great job, obviously holding down the drums. But would you ever, if they said, "Hey, man, hey, Tom, can you come over and do this?" You're down to do that?
Yeah, definitely.
Do they know that?
I think they do, and I think they do. One time I showed up a couple of gigs ago when they had Hunter Malnati on there. I hope I pronounced that right. I know I got the Hunter right on guitar while
Yeah.
Johnny had took some time off.
Yes, that's right.
I showed up in a cane because I had recently twisted my ankle over again. You roll your ankle once, it's bad. You roll it twice, forget about it.
Yeah,
And
it's over.
and
Not
it
great
just
for a drummer.
it wasn't good time. Yeah, but I've managed to do it anyway.
Yeah.
There's been some talk about me coming up there, and I would do it. I stay in touch
That's
with them.
amazing.
I know there was a recent video Q&A sent my way through email that I did on video with them that I believe is going to be used in the future for maybe a bonus CD.
That you did with
Yeah.
them, like you talked with them and in the same room, or just
What they did
together
was
online?
Rob DeLuca asked me if I would participate in what looks like,
Is it a
quote,
documentary or
it appears to be the history of the band.
okay? It's like a documentary then, maybe.
And there was about 20 questions sent to me email, and I was asked if I could put together, get a nice setting behind me, much like this.
Yeah, I
And
see it. It's perfect.
Thank you. And I answered about 20 questions candidly. And from what I understand, it's gonna be used for some sort of commercial fan related purpose in the future.
Okay, that's nice to hear. So it's great to hear that that you still have good terms, you still have good connection, that you're still on the same page as far as like the friendship is what matters most, and it's not always the same in bands. It could be a big marriage, and sometimes marriages don't last, as we all know, right? But it's good that you still have a connection with them and
Yeah,
still a friendship.
you stay friends with them, but you keep your nose out of their business, and you're there for them when they want to communicate.
Yeah, oh, that's great to hear. It's good.
You
That's
know?
positive.
Yeah.
So people want
So
to check out if people find you on socials, which ones are you on? Where can people find out there? Where
I'm,
can they
I'm
get out
I'm
there?
only on Facebook. I'm afraid of my phone. I keep things simple.
Now, see, that's the first old man thing you've said today. Is
Oh,
that you're
thank you.
afraid
I
of
have
your
a
phone?
million of them. I told myself to stay out of the old man weeds today, and I managed to get one in.
There you go. I appreciate that so much.
Oh, so I'm curious. If this podcast goes through,
Oh, what's going
would you?
through?
It's going through. Is it live right now?
No, it's not live. No, no.
Okay, because I would like to send some close friends the link to your
When
show.
it goes up, like when this one for sure, yeah, I'll send it to you. I can't. I'm shooting for this week coming up to get it live, as it were, on online. But I'll definitely
No
let you know
prep.
when it is for sure, and you'll be the first one to
No
get the link. Rob will
no
be the
pressure.
second,
No
but you'll be
pressure.
the first. No, no, you'll be the first. Rob will be the second.
Oh, Chad, you're too nice.
I
Thank you.
try. Tommy, you're too nice, man. It's good to talk to you. I'm glad you agreed to do this. I wasn't sure if you were down for interviews, but it's always good to, like I said, connect with you personally and see how you're doing. So I'm glad you did this.
You make it so easy.
I try my best, man. I try
Thank,
my best. Next,
thank you, my
next up my
friend.
hit list is Mr. Salvador Poe as well. He's next. So if you talk to him, let him know I'm gunning for him. Let him know who I am and I'm headed his way.
I'll put in a good word for you
Appreciate it, man.
anytime.